3810. And by Super Clean Car Wash in Orleans, Bedford, Jasper, and Salem. And now let's join Q.
The following is a sports presentation of Q100.
Orleans girls high school basketball is on the air. WFLQ Q100, the sports voice of the Valley, presents exciting play-by-play coverage of Orleans girls basketball. Tonight's game between the Orleans Lady Bulldogs and the Crawford County Lady Wolfpack is being brought to you by Busick Insurance in Orleans. For home, farm, health, auto, life, and business, call 865-2626. Hall Brothers Service Center in Orleans. For the best maintenance for your car, call 653-2998. Orange County REMC and Orange County Fiber, your high-speed fiber internet and telephone provider of the future. Highway 337 in Orleans, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative, 865-2229. Pipe Dreams, your Rude Heating and Cooling dealers in Orleans. Call 279-9594. DeWitt Insurance Agency, Water Street, just south of the Paoli Square. Call 723-3810. And by Super Clean Car Wash in Orleans, Bedford, Jasper, and Salem. And now let's join Q100's Mike Hamilton and Kevin Terrell.
From the Doghouse, the gymnasium at the high school in the Dogwood capital of Indiana, this is Orleans girls basketball, where this morning Lady Bulldogs will complete a suspended game against Crawford County with an outright Patoka Lake Athletic Conference title on the line. Hello again, everyone. Mike Hamilton being joined by Kevin Carroll. This game started on the 21st of January, and halfway through the second quarter, a medical emergency on a JV player for Crawford County stopped the game. They decided to postpone it. They're making it up here, so we'll pick things up where we left off, which is at the 4:39 mark of the second quarter, with Crawford County leading Orleans by a score of 14-6, and the Lady Wolfpack have possession of the basketball. So some catching up to do, Kevin, for this Orleans basketball
strange
team.
Circumstances. A lot of times in coaches will practice being 6 behind with a minute to go, or 8 back with 2 minutes to go. There's another turnover on Crawford County, but I'm sure they being down 8, middle of the second quarter with the conference title on the line, your first ever in school history, it's probably not a situation Coach Gilbert's practice.
All right, into the front court comes Sheridan Robbins, drives the baseline, cut off, hands it off now to Lily Saliba. We'll set the lineups for you as Jared Gilbert will start his normal original 5. Haley Powell, 6-foot senior, 10 a game. Lily Pridemore, 5'11 senior, 5.3. Peyton Blanton at 6 a game, 5'8 senior, 5'3 junior. Lily Saliba at 3.1 a game. And Sheridan Robbins, the leading scorer at 18 a game, 5'9 senior. As down the lane, it was a steal by Autumn Scheiger, and as she drove the lane, she ran right smack dab into Peyton Blanton and gets nailed on the offensive foul, much to the displeasure of 8th-year coach Christopher Broughton, who has won 109 games in those 7+ years. So the teams trade turnovers on their initial possession. Orleans breaking the pressure. Haley Powell probably got away with a travel, but she's able to feed it in low to Lily Saliba for the layup. And Orleans gets the first resumption points here. And just past the halfway point of the second quarter, they're back to within 6 now at 14-8.
Important to realize for the listeners that Orleans, although they're playing well now, struggling badly when this game started, and they're not off to the greatest start ever there as a 3-point shot hits by Stutzman. She was wide open.
And it's 17-8. Stutzman just killing Orleans right now. She's got 11. As Sheridan Robbins had the ball knocked away. Another turnover, lob in low, knocked away. And a good save on the right side. That was Emily Kurse, who gets the return feed, kicks it out now to Taylor Herball, who did not play in the first game, and she bombs a three-pointer.
Well, if you were worried about what kind of motivation Crawford County would have, would they come out and be active and ready to play? They are, in fact, playing well early with their shooting at least.
And they lead 20-8 as Saliba, in heavy traffic, lost the ball. A scramble port will have a tie-up, and the possession arrow goes towards Orleans. So Herball, 5'8 junior, was not available in that first game, so she is playing today. She absolutely burned the Lady Bulldogs last year down in Marengo, scored 15 in the 16-point victory for Crawford in that particular contest. One of the things that has hurt Crawford this year is the loss of Treasure Nicholson, their leading returner from last year. She had a torn meniscus and is out for the season. And now the officials here, I don't believe they're the same as we had before, but they are Mark Babbs, Brett Deckard, and Brian Turpin. And they're coming over to the scorer's bench to double-check on the alternating possession, and they're going to give it to, they're going to say the arrow was pointing towards Crawford County.
Yep, that's the way the last game ended, apparently, so that's the way it ends right now. Crawford had the ball to start this thing because they had the ball when the game was stopped. Earlier on, it was not a possession-type situation. So the Lady Wolfpack, who have owned Orleans in years past, winning 7 in a row, and up 12 now and playing well, trying to ruin Orleans' dreams of an outright conference title.
Pass on the left wing goes off to Stutzman, now to Emily Kurtz.
Back door.
High post. It comes off to Jordan Mock, who gives it off to Herbaugh, who drives down the lane and lays it up and in. And, boy, this is not your typical Crawford County team. Valley beat them by 1 on a last-second shot. And, of course, Orleans just absolutely slaughtered Valley. There's a 3-try miss by Robbins, run down by Peyton Blanton, who gets it in now to Haley Powell, who missed it. And then the ball is loose on the floor, and it's out of bounds to the Lady Bulldogs. Coming in, Haley Powell needed just 5 rebounds to pass Addie Ramsey to become the school's all-time leading rebounder. She got 1 there as she rebounded her own miss. So now, is that 4, Kevin? I'll rely on you to...
Yeah, she got 6 total. She needed 5 to break it, 4 to tie it when she came in.
Right. Shelby Whitaker passes up the 3 at the top of the arc as she's back in there now.
Can you believe this? Through a whole half of play, we've got 8 points.
Right. There's a shot put up no good by Haley Powell, but she did draw the foul. It'll be on Stutzman.
Such a weird circumstance to have to come back in here and play at 10 in the morning. Some of these girls haven't done since AAU basketball, and I thought Crawford County, being the road team, might come up with a disadvantage, but that has not been the case.
Not at all. They scored 8 points already and outscored Orleans 8-3 coming out. You figured that the Lady Bulldogs would feel a sense of urgency here, so they've got some big catching up to do, and that will help as Haley drops in both free throws. She's got 6 of the 10, and with 1:45 to go before halftime, it's 22-10. Here's Stutzman dribbling, stuffed away by Peyton Blanton. She's on a break to the other end, scoops it up and scores. Peyton Blanton the steal and coast-to-coast layup. And that's the first time in this game that Orleans has scored back-to-back field goals. They're to within 12. It's Stutzman wide open for 3.
Oh, my. Tough shot in transition. Not a shot teams mostly take at the girls' level, but Stutzman just rose up and hit it right in Haley's eye.
Here's Shelby Whitaker, fakes the 3, drives it down the lane, puts up the runner, no good. Sheridan Robbins, the offensive rebound, and she is fouled by Herbaugh as she went back up.
Well, we're going to have to get Sheridan going somehow. She has been our leading scorer throughout the year, but in this game, that is not the case. Crawford's done a good job in the half court. They're double-teaming her when she catches the ball out of their zone, and they've sped Orleans up enough that we've turned this over a bunch. We've got 13 turnovers total in the ball game.
Mark Babbs, the official, counted the basket. It did not go in. As Sheridan tried to put it up, it looked like it did because the foul altered her shot and she hit the bottom of the rim, so it grazed the net.
Well, that's a good way to catch up if you can count baskets that don't go in. And that should be a few shots.
Yeah.
Both teams are
free throw.
A little bit too early for this officiating crew early as well. Yeah. They got to get back in. It's weird for them, too, to come in. You know, you're in the middle of the second quarter. You're out of your routine as well. And it's rare for Sheridan to miss a free throw, but indeed she did.
And Sheridan's free throw, second one is good. That is her first point of the ball game. 25-13.
Tried to press, and we didn't get back.
Oh, good block by Sheridan Robbins that time, as they had Tasha Wiseman wide open underneath the basket. So good block there. Saves an easy basket. Under a minute to go here. Haley Powell in the high post down the lane. Forces one up. Rebound Sheridan Robbins. Goes back up. Missed it. Rebound battle 4, and we'll have a tie-up. And this time it'll belong to Orleans as Lady Bulldogs look a little shaky. They were not playing well 9 days ago, but since that Austin game on Monday night, they have really turned things around. Of course, their big win against Mitchell on Thursday night, giving them that no worse than a share of the title. So with 35 seconds to go, it's a 12-point Crawford County lead. They led by 8 when it began, so Crawford has actually gained. Here is Powell out along the perimeter with 25 seconds to go. Dribbles right, hands off now to Whitaker. Shelby on the right wing, stops, gives it off now to Saliba. Well, it looks like Orleans will play for the final shot of this first half, but they'll still have some major catching up to do as Blanton had it knocked away, retrieved it with 7. They need to find Sheridan here with 5. There goes Saliba down to the corner to Whitaker. Shelby drives, pulls up for a baseline jumper, no good, and that will do it for the first half of play. So Crawford actually outscores Orleans 11-7, so they add to their 8-point lead, and they have a 12-point advantage here at halftime, and we may or may not have a shortened halftime. We will see here. But at any rate, 25-13 on the Busick Insurance scoreboard. We'll have second half action coming your way next. This is Orleans girls basketball.
When it comes to buying insurance, you want a company that will take the guesswork out of finding the proper coverage at premiums that are affordable. At the Busick Insurance Agency in Orleans, they'll work with you to determine the right amount of coverage. To get the best protection for home, health, auto, life, and business, call Brett or Will Busick, Neil Blanton, Nicole Porter, Josh Crocker, or Richard Grace at the Busick Insurance Agency, your auto owner's agent on East Jefferson Street in Orleans. Call 865-2626. Busick Insurance, a proud supporter of Orleans Bulldog Sports.
Do you or someone you care about live alone? Have you ever been worried about what would happen if they fell? How would you get the assistance you would need? The Orange County REMC Medical Alert System is what you need to live healthy, safe, and independent. Our on-the-go light mobile alert devices provide the latest cellular two-way communication, fall detection, and GPS location capabilities, all with 24/7 trained and certified operators ready when you need them. Simply put, these devices give you the protection and peace of mind you need. Call Orange County REMC today at 865-2229 for your medical alert device. When it comes to your car's maintenance, you have a lot of options. Sometimes so many options it makes it hard to find an honest, reliable auto shop. That's where Hall Brothers Service Center comes in. They have a commitment to providing their customers with honest quality service at reasonable rates. Hall Brothers Service Center has one of the most modern state-of-the-art repair facilities in the area. Their technology, education, and expertise provide you with the best car care imaginable. For repair of everything from big rigs to the smallest sedans, including imports, give Hall Brothers Service Center in Orleans a call at 653-2998.
Don't think your old furnace can take another winter? Pipe Dreams Incorporated in Orleans to the rescue. Owner Nick Blanton and his staff at Pipe Dreams are ready to install for you a new energy-efficient rood furnace. They'll come out and give you a free estimate to determine what unit will work best and then help you choose the right plan, including financing options. Make your home a comfortable place to live again with a new furnace from Pipe Dreams Incorporated, your rood heating and cooling dealer in Orleans. Call 279-9594. Pipe Dreams Incorporated, a proud supporter of girls sports in Orleans and the surrounding areas.
This is Orleans sophomore forward Emily DeWitt. Don't miss a second of the action of Lady Bulldogs basketball by keeping it tuned here to Q100.
Back we come to the Doghouse in Orleans. We get set for now second half action. They've pretty much did away maybe a 2-minute or so halftime break, but again, since the game did not start from the beginning, we will pick up the third quarter now. 25-13, Crawford County has the lead as the third quarter begins. Jared Gilbert wanted a double dribble there on Shiger.
Mark Bath was blocked out. No way he could have seen it.
Out along the perimeter, Jordan Malk, a 5'6 sophomore, works it into Stutzman, backs her way in. She traveled, got away with it. Rebound grabbed by Haley Powell, and now Haley 3 away, Kevin?
Yep, that's right.
All right. And Haley works it in low to Sheridan, lost it, got it back, turns, puts it up, and couldn't get it to go. Ball tip free, grabbed by Saliba, out top now to Blanton.
Big rebound.
A lot
for
of
Lily.
contact there, and So it's Blanton, Saliba, Powell, Robbins, and Shelby Whitaker getting the nod here as Blanton drives it right. Could have been a reach-in foul there on Crawford. They didn't call it. First minute here of the third quarter. Orleans has to make up a 12-point deficit. Powell takes Shiger to the baseline, puts up the runner. Couldn't get it to go, but they do call the foul on Autumn Shiger, 5'7" senior, second leading scorer on the team.
Haley's the one player on our team that has the athletic advantage, I think, over any of the Wolfpack players. They are, as a general rule, long, quick, and athletic, and we're having a tough time with that on the offensive end.
Haley continues to do a great job at the foul line. Shot well against Mitchell on Thursday. Hit 8 out of 11. Misses that one, however. Shiger, she just saved it into Stutzman. So it's 25-14 now, a minute into the quarter. It's her ball, wide open for three. Can you believe it?
Above the break three. Orleans is losing people in transition. We've started a smaller group to match their quickness. It's Whitaker is in there instead of Pridemore, but we still lose a shooter above the break, and she knocks home the trailing three.
For some reason, Orleans just cannot beat Crawford. Whitaker fakes the three, drives to the foul line, kicks it off now to Sheridan, who'll launch a three-pointer, way off target. Rebound grab by Stutzman, and a foul called here on Haley Powell.
Well,
so everything going
I was worried
south.
about the Wolfpack's motivation coming in, but I should have been worried about the nervousness that Orleans would play with. They're tight. You can tell it. They're turning the ball over. They're shooting poorly, and they're playing an almost frantic, panicked game. And Crawford is playing in a calm, aggressive manner, and they're in control now, up 14.
Right. Orleans applying full court pressure. Stutzman threw it away. Lily Saliba the steal, 2-on-1, hands off to Haley Powell, who takes it in.
A lot of
contact. The ball out of bounds. They're going to give it to Crawford. There should have been a foul there, and again, these officials are not in the game either here.
Yeah, that was a lot of contact there. Probably should have been a block on Crawford County. Either way, it should have been a foul on someone.
Right.
But they didn't, and Haley needs to finish that through contact. Couldn't, and Crawford has the ball back.
Stutzman runs the floor, down to the corner now to Mock. Back in low to Stutzman. And this time they will call a foul on Haley Powell.
Yeah, Orleans tried to switch there off of that UCLA cut. That's really not good basketball, not strategy there. And that particular cut is hurting us in the switch. Crawford got free for a layup. Powell recovering from the outside. Ended up hacking her across the arm.
And Stutzman at the free throw line misses after hitting 4 in the first half. Now Haley Powell will have to come out. That's her third foul. And Emily DeWitt, 5'4" sophomore, checks into the contest. Stutzman's second free throw is good. She has outscored Orleans by herself. That's her 15th point, and Orleans has scored 14. It's 29-14 with 6:11 to go. Still plenty of time, but
zone trap here, three-quarter court,
and there's a tip.
Causing us problems.
Picked up by Saliba. She got bumped, no call. Here's a baseline pass to DeWitt, and she had a bad pass, stolen away here. On the break goes Morgan Holzog, a 5'10" junior, off now to Emily Kirsch, who goes down the lane, and there's a bump and a foul, and they're going to call the offensive foul here, which, again, Christopher Broughton lost his face mask there. I don't think he was too happy with the call, and I didn't think that was the right call either.
Hey, we'll take it. Another turnover on Crawford. We just need to get the shot off. We're turning the ball over at an alarming rate. No way you can win coughing it up this much.
Here's Peyton Blanton from downtown. Barely grazed the iron, and then Crawford loses it out of bounds. So Lady Bulldogs just not looking like the team we saw on
No, we're jittery.
Thursday.
We're jittery and nervous for whatever reason. Maybe with all the hubbub of trying to win the first conference title in school history.
I mean, they have it. It's just a matter of whether they share it with Mitchell.
Trying to win it for the first time by yourself.
Right. But they never even shared it either. So ball comes into Saliba, bounces away to Whitaker. Back to Lily. She's going to try a three. And got it.
Good job by Saliba. A good pass to her, too. Hit her in the shooting pocket, made it easy to go up and fire. We're within 12.
And down low, Mock throws up a wild shot, no good, and they're going to call another Orleans foul here.
No doubt about it. It was Saliba trailing the play. They threw over the top of our pressure, and Salima fouled her trying to recover. I don't think we're really made to press, which makes it tough for us to come from long distances behind.
All right. So at the line, Jordan Mock to shoot 2, the first of which is good. Crawford is now 6 out of 7 at the free throw line. And a chance to put Crawford up by 14 with 5:26 to go, third quarter. That one is short, and the rebound run down by Blanton. Peyton, again, Crawford chasing in the backcourt. Saliba works it into the front court. Little spin move, takes it to the left wing. Stops, looks for somewhere to go, bounces baseline to Emily DeWitt. Baseline shot, no good.
So when you got a hit.
Pulled out of there by Kirsch. Double dribble with the basketball, and they are going to call it here. Kirsch running the floor at half court. Got her other hand on the ball.
Wolfpack starting to turn it over quite a bit, too. They've got 15 on the night, as this has not been a Rembrandt type of painting here.
Haley Powell back in, and it's kind of almost not quite desperation time left. There's still 13 minutes of playing time left, but you also have a 13-point deficit to make up here.
Yeah, you don't want to foul her out with 3 fouls. Let her play as long as she can. She does have a mismatch there. The size-wise, definitely helping her.
Here is Blanton out between the circles.
This is a set piece for Sheridan for a 3.
Off to Blanton, lobs it in low to Haley. Underneath the basket, lays it up and in.
But the other option went the diagonal, and Powell, just with her mismatch, they were to lob it to her, and they put it in.
30-19 now. Here is Ashley in low to Stutzman, and her shot rimmed out. Rebound grabbed by Haley Powell. Oh, she got hacked on the arm. Boy, they're just not calling anything right now. Stutzman gets away with a major foul, and then Christopher Broughton calls a timeout. So the officials very arbitrary with the way they are calling it.
It's physical out there, let's call it that.
Right. At any rate, 30-second timeout called by the Lady Pack with 4:31 on the clock, third quarter. Orleans down 11 on the Busick Insurance scoreboard at 30-19. From the varsity all the way down to the elementary grades, your friends at Scott Doherty Trucking are proud to salute each student athlete for their hard work and dedication and continuing the legacy of excellence that is Lady Bulldogs basketball. Good luck all season long from everyone at Scott Doherty Trucking in Orleans, keeping America's economy on the move.
I'm laughing here during the break. Christopher Broughton's got one of those ginormous coaching boards that always make me laugh. It's about the size of a smart board in your classroom.
TV.
Yeah, it's a monster. Takes both hands and a couple of assistants to hold it.
Yeah. All right.
I've never understood why people do that. I mean, how big does it need to be?
Right. Ball comes in now to Mock along the perimeter.
All right, zone trap for the Dogs here out of the timeout. We'll see. Tough lineup to do that with.
Stutzman, and it's knocked away and stolen by Blanton. Off now to Sheridan. Here goes Sheridan. Pulls up for a wing jump shot. Left it short. Rebound tapped around. Sheridan gets it back. Drives it all the way to the goal. Scoops it up and in.
Well, she saw one go through the net finally. Dogs within 9. And we'll need Sheridan to get hot to catch up. No doubt about that.
And there's a steal by Lily Saliba. Skip pass ahead to Peyton Blanton underneath the basket. Lays it up and in.
Well, we got Big Mo. And Christopher Broughton wants another timeout.
It's a 6-0 run for the Lady Dogs. They're getting themselves back in it. 3:54 to go, third quarter on the Busick Insurance scoreboard. Lady Dogs to within 7 here as they play for an outright PLAC title. We'll return with more Lady Bulldog basketball right after this.
As a farmer, nothing compares to the sense of pride you feel when you first head outside in the morning. In this moment, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if the guy down the road has the same insurance you do. What matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. The DeWitt Insurance Agency, 112 West Water Street in Paoli, or call 723-3810.
This is senior forward Elizabeth Tabor here every dribble, pass, and shot of Lady Bulldogs basketball on the sport voice of the Valley Q100.
This opportunity, let's pause quickly 10 seconds for station identification. This is Orleans girls basketball.
Your home of IU and high school sports in the Valley. WFLQ, French Lick, Indiana.
Mike Hamilton along with Kevin Terrell here at the Doghouse, and Jared Gilbert finally getting what he wanted from his team. A nice little spurt here through the middle stages of this third quarter. They were down by as many as 15. They are on a 9-1 run right now, and suddenly that lead has dropped, Kevin, to 7.
Yeah, that's been the smallest player in the court, too. Lily Saliba has really helped us, made a big three and a couple steals. And the zone trap in the last couple possessions has worked out for the Dogs. Crawford not handling it well.
And again, Orleans extending that defense, really putting some pressure. There's a ball knocked away by Haley Powell as she ran out to the wing and knocked that one away from Hannah Ashley.
Got a little fortunate. That could have been a foul. She used the incorrect hand and crashed into the defense. Official right on top of it chose to just give it back to Crawford. Haley needs to turn and use her outside hand.
That looked like a double deflection to you, maybe?
No.
Okay. Well, there's a ball knocked away again by Peyton Blanton.
The zone trap in this last 2 or 3 possessions. I was questioning it with the lineup we had in there, particularly with Pridemore, who doesn't have a lot of speed to cover, but it has bothered Crawford, no doubt about it. Blanton on the top has really been effective.
Here's her ball out along the perimeter, off now to Shiger. They try to go down low, intended for Ashley, knocked away. Good job by Lily Saliba to get a piece of that pass.
Haley better be careful here.
Stops on the wing, up top now to Lily. She'll launch a three. That's going to be way short. Rebound, Sheridan underneath, no good. Got it back again, goes up and draws the foul.
Sheridan just couldn't buy the putback, but worked hard, got the second rebound back. She's been active on the glass today, Mike. 5 offensive rebounds since we've restarted for Sheridan, and she'll go to the line twice.
Just 3 points in the game thus far. We're at the 3-minute mark of the third quarter.
It seems like to you this third quarter has lasted a long time.
It does, yeah.
A lot of possessions. Crawford's turned it over 7 times already in the third quarter. And that's allowed Orleans to get some easy transition opportunities and get their offense in gear a little bit.
Christopher Broughton keeps making substitutions, trying to find the right combination here. And both free throws good by Sheridan. She's got 5. It's now an 8-0 run. And suddenly that lead is down to 5, 30-25. Skip pass in low to Kirsch. Knocked away, and it's stolen by Peyton Blanton.
Man, Crawford struggling hard against this 1-3-1.
And into the front court comes Haley Powell, and getting over there was Jordan Mock to try to cut her off. And as Haley dodged out of the way, they call the foul here on Mock. That'll be her first. That is team foul number 4 here on Crawford. So it'll be out of bounds to the Lady Dogs. Boy, they can cut this thing down to a 1-possession game here with a bucket. Here's Whitaker into the front court. Draws the double team, clears it to Blanton. So Crawford trying that double team. Here's a wing jumper by Peyton, no good. Rebound Sheridan Roberts, no good. Got it again, goes back up and draws another foul.
Sheridan just playing big girl basketball, planting herself in the paint and going to get these misses. Couldn't finish the first one, has a chance again after she gets fouled. Physical, strong man basketball.
And Taylor Herball, the X factor, because she was not available in the first game, has 8, has just picked up her 3rd personal foul. Sheridan, after she missed her first, has hit 4 straight.
That might be our best offense at this point. Just throw up a shot and let Sheridan and Haley go get it.
Yeah.
Sheridan's a monster on the backboard right now.
And Sheridan drops them both in. She has got 7 now. It's a 10-0 run for Orleans. They were down 30-17. It's 30-27 right now. Here is Herball out along the perimeter, off to Shiger. Down to the corner now to Mock. Diagonal pass to Herball. Down to the corner to Stutzman for a baseline shot. That's an air ball. Knocked out of bounds. They'll say it's off of Crawford, and it's Orleans basketball. And boy, while it looked like the Bulldogs, Kevin, were struggling in the water, barely trying to keep their head above it. Boy, it hasn't taken them long here. In about a 3.5-minute span, they have scored these 10 points here.
The 1-3-1 has been a major factor.
Oh, a steal off the inbounds by Stutzman. Missed it, got it back, put it up, no good, but a foul. Shelby Whitaker tried to get it into Peyton Blanton, and Stutzman stayed back there and will earn 2 here at the free throw line.
Got to do a better job of breaking pressure than that. We only had 1 guard up there. I'm usually okay with that, but she didn't do a good enough job getting open, and they turned us over.
Stutzman 5 of 6 at the free throw line, and that one is good. That is her 16th point of the ball game. That ends the 10-0 run. But Orleans doing a good enough job. They are right back in the hunt here with plenty of time left. 2:12 to go, third quarter. Stutzman gets them both. She's got 17 now. So the lead at 5. And back into the ball game comes Morgan Holzbog.
Probably need to get the ball into Haley here. She's the easiest person to get open.
Ooh, ball knocked away in the backcourt. Scramble for it, and Orleans turns it over.
Well, she can't dribble through 3 people, though. You got to be able to look up, stop yourself, pass over the top of the trap.
Shiger baseline to Stutzman, and she steps out of bounds. Good job by Haley Powell to get over there.
All right, let's see if we can handle this full court pressure better. I like getting into Haley, but she can't try to dribble it over. She's got to get the ball above her head and pass it to open people. They're going to double and triple team where there's going to be people open.
Lily Saliba back in for the other Lily, Pridemore. 1:58 to go.
All right, don't strand us back here, kid.
Lead. Here is Saliba in the backcourt. Bounces off now to Blanton. Peyton works it, well, not into the front court. Lobs it head now to Saliba. And Lily bounces back now to Peyton. Now on the wing to Shelby Whitaker for a 3. That's going to be short. The rebound pulled out of there by Mock. Up the floor, knocked away, and it's stolen by Lily Saliba. Again, their speed and quickness able to get this set. Here's Saliba into the front court. Picks up the dribble. Got bumped. No call.
Could have been a travel.
Yeah.
Ends up being nothing.
Here's Blanton being hawked by Shiger. Again, a lot of bumping and grinding. In low to Haley Powell. Underneath to Lily Saliba. She almost missed it.
That's a great pass by Haley if it was a pass. Went right to Saliba, who they left as a double team, and she got it to go in. Looked like she missed that layup, but it got the friendly bounce.
In low, Curse. In trouble, down to the corner to Mock. That's 7 now for Lily Saliba. She has come up big here.
She must be a morning person because she has been alive and a play ready right off the bat.
High post, Curse launches.
No.
Too hard. Rebound, Haley Powell. Is that down to 2 now, Kevin? And there's they're going to call a held ball again. Boy, there's all sorts of contact. They just refuse to call right now. And I think it'll be Crawford basketball on the alternating possession.
Just got to be
or
physical.
No, Orleans, I guess.
Just got to be physical out there and understand it. He might benefit Haley a little bit if they're a little bit loose on the whistle. She's playing with 3, and we know sometimes at the end of quarters she struggles to get fouls.
All right. But this is a one-possession game now with 40 seconds to go. Blanton lost it, picks it up, gets it ahead now to Saliba. Lily into the front court. Lobs it ahead to Haley, who takes it in and draws the foul again.
Well, they can't handle her. She's too big and too quick for them. They don't have a right matchup. And if we can get the ball to Powell somewhere in the front court, she's going to go to the rim.
Jordan Malk the foul, her second. That's also 16 fouls on Crawford. So Lady Dogs will be in the bonus for the entire fourth quarter, as this time Haley could not get the free throw to go. So 33 seconds left in the third. But again, Orleans was down 15 at 29 to 14. They are on a 15-3 run here. And the second one around would not go. Rebound to Sheridan. Takes one dribble, puts it back up. Tried to draw the foul, couldn't. And the rebound pulled out of there by Shiger. She runs the floor, takes it down into the corner. Out now to Herball with 20 seconds to go. Could be back-to-back possessions here for Crawford. They'll get it to start the fourth quarter. Here's Shiger out along the perimeter, trying to get away from Blanton. Picks up the dribble. Down to the corner to Stroud for a three-pointer. Would you believe it? How do these people do this? They don't hit three-pointers, and they are knocking them down. We've seen it all season long, team after team after team, and it'll give Crawford a 6-point lead as we head to the fourth. 35-29, Orleans down 6. Fourth quarter comes next on the Busick Insurance scoreboard. This is Orleans girls basketball.
Are you on our VIP list? If you're not, you should be. Hi, I'm JC Watson with Super Clean Car Wash. By texting the word Super Clean to 31996, you can join our list to receive exclusive text offers for our car wash. Every so often, we will text you an offer code that can be used at any of our 4 convenient locations. Visit us today in Orleans, Bedford, Jasper, and Salem. Super Clean Car Wash. It's not clean till it's super clean.
When it comes to buying insurance, you want a company that will take the guesswork out of finding the proper coverage at premiums that are affordable. At the Busick Insurance Agency in Orleans, they'll work with you to determine the right amount of coverage. To get the best protection for home, health, auto, life, and business, call Brett or Will Busick, Neil Blanton, Nicole Porter, Josh Crocker, or Richard Grace at the Busick Insurance Agency, your auto owner's agent on East Jefferson Street in Orleans. Call 865-2626. Busick Insurance, a proud supporter of Orleans Bulldog sports.
This is Orleans center forward Haley Powell, and you're listening to Lady Bulldogs basketball on Q100.
These systems are continuously monitored, so you'll have a peace of mind.
With Kevin Terrell and our statistician, Braden Petty, Mike Hamilton at the Doghouse in Orleans. Late run there by Crawford after Valley cut it down, cut the lead to 1, and Orleans gets the steal at midcourt. Taylor Herbaugh is down, and they're going to go ahead and stop play here.
Crawford shaky with the basketball in the third quarter. Right at 10 turnovers in that last quarter. That's one of the reasons why we were able to catch up some. And they start the quarter with another turnover.
So 35-29. Orleans had it to within 3, but that 3 by an unsung player, Natalie Stroud, giving them a 6-point lead as Orleans starts the quarter with Shelby Whitaker, Lily Saliba, Peyton Blanton, Haley Powell, and Sheridan Robbins.
Good cut by Lily.
Here's Lily in trouble, bounces it out now to Blanton.
I feel like we're going to need at some point a 3-point shot by Blanton or Lily Saliba.
Here is Blanton, high post now to Powell. Haley turns, trying to go down low. Goes in now to Sheridan Robbins, and we'll have a tie-up. Boy, Stutzman has been doing the job here for Crawford.
Lily or Haley needs to get down low and feed that in with a bounce pass, so that would have gotten there on the bounce.
Yep. So out of bounds to Orleans, but they'll lose the possession arrow. Ball comes into Haley Powell underneath, got hacked, and still hit the shot, though.
Good job by Haley to step through the double team, power it in. Dogs within 4.
35-31 now. Almost a minute gone by. Stutzman bounces off to Mock. Back in low to Kurst. Puts it up. No good. Good job there by Shelby Whitaker to alter the shot without fouling. Now, again, Orleans has a chance to make this a one-possession game. Here is Powell. Turns on Stutzman. Scoops it up. Good. No call.
Low in the shoulder.
Stutzman got knocked to the floor. And a timeout called here by Christopher Broughton. He is absolutely beside himself. He thought Haley Powell should have been called for the offensive foul.
He's correct.
This is one play that probably helps out the Lady Bulldogs. So they are to within 2 now with 6:47 to go here in the fourth quarter on the Busick Insurance scoreboard at 35-33. From the varsity all the way down to the elementary grades, your friends at Scott Doherty Trucking are proud to salute each student-athlete for their hard work and dedication in continuing the legacy of excellence that is Lady Bulldogs basketball. Good luck all season long from everyone at Scott Doherty Trucking in Orleans, keeping America's economy on the move.
Haley needed to make a baseline drop step there and avoid the defense. Instead, she turned to the middle where the defense was waiting on her, but she just lowered her shoulder, knocked her to the floor, and put it in, and officials let it go. I guess they thought maybe she flopped. I don't know, the defender, but we'll definitely take it. And this game is physical both ways. I don't think that there's anything, dishonest about it. I think that they're just letting a lot of things go.
Right.
And you just got to play physical through the contact.
Haley's got 13. How many more? Where is she on the rebounding? 2 more or 3 more?
Well, she's got 9 total. So I think she needs a couple more.
Oh, almost a steal by Sheridan Robbins. Shiger baseline to Stutzman. Drives around Powell. Now they kick it out to Herbaugh for another 3. This time it is short, and the rebound pulled down by Powell, but she gets tied up by Kurst. And so that won't be a rebound there, or do you count one?
I'm giving her one.
Okay. So she needed 5 coming in. She had 5, I think.
Well, that was her 5th of the day since we've restarted. Let's put it that way.
All right, I think it's a tie now. Here's Kurst, leans in, left it short. Rebound to Saliba, dribbles through traffic, 3-on-3, and tries to go down low. It's knocked away, and they're going to say it's a double deflection off of Shelby Whitaker. That
Shelby showed
not going to usually make it.
Showed some emotion there. She wanted the ball earlier. Lily just didn't see her. By the time she did, the defense was able to recover. It's another turnover on Orleans. And if they lose it, it's because they coughed it up a lot. 19 turnovers on the night for the Dogs.
We hit the 6-minute mark. Stutzman out of the corner for three. No good, but the rebound run down by Shiger. Back over it comes now to Stroud. Pulls up on the baseline.
No.
That looks short. Oh, another offensive rebound blocked away by Haley Powell. Fight for the loose ball. Should have been a tie-up. They didn't call it. Oh, Orleans has a player hurt down low. Now, here's the interesting thing, Kevin, as the shot good by Mock. She'll get credit for the basket to put Crawford up by 7. When Herbaugh got hurt at midcourt, Orleans had the basketball and they stopped play. When Shelby Whitaker got hurt, Crawford had the basketball. They did not stop the play.
I think the difference is where the ball was. We had the ball at half court. They had the ball in the paint.
It's got to be a matter of consistency. Shelby is in absolute sheer pain right now, and she is being attended to. I didn't see what happened. It looked like there was a fake, and you wonder, sometimes situations where a player will go for a fake, get in the air, and land wrong, a lot of times that's an ACL tear. But obviously it's too early to determine that. Certainly, we just know that Shelby Whitaker in a lot of pain. So we've got a break in the action as they tend to the injured player. Now they help her up here. It'll take a little bit here. So let's take a quick 30-second break. 5:45 left. Orleans down 4 on the Busick Insurance scoreboard. We'll be back with more Lady Bulldogs basketball right after this.
Orange County REMC is now offering you affordable protection for your home. Home security systems are available for members and non-members and will provide protection from fire, carbon monoxide, and theft. These systems are continuously monitored, so you'll have a peace of mind whether you're at home, work, or on vacation. You might even qualify for a discount on your homeowner's premium. Packages starting at $199 with monitoring starting at $24.95. For more information on these home services, call Orange County REMC at 812-865-2229.
When it comes to your car's maintenance, you have a lot of options. Sometimes so many options it makes it hard to find an honest, reliable auto shop. That's where Hall Brothers Service Center comes in. They have a commitment to providing their customers with honest quality service at reasonable rates. Hall Brothers Service Center has one of the most modern state-of-the-art repair facilities in the area. Their technology, education, and expertise provide you with the best car care imaginable. For repair of everything from big rigs to the smallest sedans, including imports, give Hall Brothers Service Center in Orleans a call at 653-2998.
This is Orleans senior forward Jenna Hall, and you're listening to Lady Bulldogs basketball on Q100.
Shelby Whitaker being helped to the bench, still in a lot of pain. She's holding her backside here, and oh boy, there's a turnover. Lily Saliba tried to throw ahead again. That press by Crawford is not really that strong, Kevin.
Well, they're just so long. They're just so long. Lily just misfired. The pass was the correct one to make. Throw it long and high to Haley. She just threw it too high.
Yeah. So Orleans keeps getting close, but they just can't get again to the top of the mountain. Again, we just keep seeing these scenarios like Groundhog Day. They just keep playing out over and over again. There's the ball knocked away by Saliba, but it's picked up by Stutzman. Throws it out now to Herbaugh down to the corner. Stroud, no, not this time. Rebound battle for, and Lily Pridemore comes out of there with it.
Big-time rebound by Lily. Now outlet it and go.
Gets it off to Peyton Blanton. Numbers were against her. So again, Orleans a chance to cut into the 4-point deficit. 5:05 to go, so still plenty of time.
Sticky man-to-man right here by Crawford. If we had a backdoor play, I think we could run one.
Here is Saliba out along the perimeter. Hard to believe when you see Crawford playing right now. They're just 7-14 on the year, 2-3 in the conference.
Well, they've had a lot of COVID issues, I'm pretty sure. And there's a quick timeout by Coach Gilbert. His team didn't have anything going, and he'll take a full timeout.
4:45 remaining. Can Orleans do it? A win gives them an outright share of the PLAC. but they're trailing by 4 now on the Busick Insurance scoreboard. We'll return with more Lady Bulldogs basketball in just a moment.
As a farmer, nothing compares to the sense of pride you feel when you first head outside in the morning. In this moment, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter if the guy down the road has the same insurance you do. What matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. The DeWitt Insurance Agency, 112 West Water Street in Paoli, or call 723-3810.
This is Orleans Senior Center Lily Pridemore. Your power station for Bulldog Sports is Q100 WFLQ.
4:45 remaining here in the final quarter. Orleans, when the play resumed at the 4:39 mark of the second quarter, they were down 14-6. Would eventually trail by as much as 15, 29-14. Used a 10-0 run to help get them back in it, but now they are trailing by 4. They've got possession of the basketball as Blanton into the front court, baseline to Pridemore. Lilly, diagonal pass to Saliba. Lilly drives it, kicks it off now to Sheridan. Sheridan cross-courts it now to Blanton. Peyton wing jumper around no good. Rebound Haley Powell, back up, missed it, got it back, and got it to go. And I think with that rebound, that may have done it right there and made Haley Powell the all-time leading rebounder in Orleans history. 3 missed by Stroud, rebound Stutzman. Back to Stroud, travels, gets it off to Kirsch for a baseline shot. It's no good. Stutzman another rebound, back up, no good. And they're going to call Haley Powell for a rebound. 3 shots there for Crawford, as again Orleans failed to get the rebound, and now Haley Powell has her 4.
That was a good job by Stutzman to use her lower body to knock Haley underneath the rim, and therefore the rebound bounced over the top of her.
And the first free throw rattles the rim and pops out.
Both coaches are talking to the officials here at this point. Not sure what about.
37-35. Orleans down by just 2 with 4:05 to go. So the best Stutzman can do is put Crawford up by 3. And this one looks short. It is short. Haley Powell able to grab the rebound. And what do we have, a timeout? I think so. So
I have no idea what's happening. I think they're going to do the honor thing for Haley.
I think so. Yep. And there it is. Yes, indeed. We called it just ahead, but Haley Powell has just become Orleans' all-time leading rebounder as she passes Addie Ramsey. Addie had 551, and with that, we think the rebound down here, the rebound basket rather than the rebound here, was the one that gave Haley the record. And, of course, remember in the Lanesville game, Sheridan Robbins became the girls' all-time leading scorer. Now, actually, Sheridan Robbins has been moving up the list as well. We don't know how many she had coming in, but at any rate, with 4 minutes to go, it's a one-possession game. Orleans has not been tied or led in this game. There goes Haley down the lane, scoops it up, good, and we're tied.
Well, fine Powell in transition against the press. Good left-handed pass by Saliba to get it to her, and she knocked it home. We're tied.
Holzbog will try a 3. Too hard. Rebound tap free, grabbed by Stutzman, back up and good.
Well, another offensive rebound for the Wolfpack. They've got 6 in the quarter, and with Powell trying to contest the shot, we didn't have anybody with size underneath.
Right. And this time, it is Crawford that will take a timeout. A flurry of timeouts left, or being called by both teams. 3:35 left, 39-37. Crawford back up by 2 on the Busick Insurance scoreboard. Back with more Orleans girls basketball right after this.
Don't think your old furnace can take another winter? Pipe Dreams Incorporated in Orleans to the rescue. Owner Nick Blanton and his staff at Pipe Dreams are ready to install for you a new energy-efficient rood furnace. They'll come out and give you a free estimate to determine what unit will work best and then help you choose the right plan, including financing options. Make your home a comfortable place to live again with a new furnace from Pipe Dreams Incorporated, your rood heating and cooling dealer in Orleans. Call 279-9594. Pipe Dreams Incorporated, a proud supporter of girls sports in Orleans and the surrounding areas.
This is Orleans junior guard Lily Saliba. Thanks for listening to Lady Bulldogs basketball right here on Q100.
Orleans got inside, but give up a rebound basket. They trail by 2 now with 3:25 remaining. Powell looks to a cutting Robbins, tipped away, but stolen back by Haley Powell. So she makes up for the bad pass down the corner to Robbins. Sheridan drives it down the lane and had it blocked away by Stutzman. Here is Shiger on a break to the other end, and it's knocked away. Oh, they're going to call a foul here on Lily Saliba. Didn't look like all ball.
In transition, looked difficult, and they're going to give her 2 shots as she was in the air. So Shiger will go to the line twice with a chance to extend it to a 2-possession game if she can make both.
Orleans is just, well, other than that 10-0 run, they just really have not been able to get things going in a regular pattern here as that free throw rims out. Oh, that rattled the rim, hung on the back flange, and then dropped out the left side.
Oh, nothing like a little white knuckler to start our Saturday morning, Mike. Coming down to the wire.
Yeah. Second free throw is good by Shiger. That's her 5th point. So it's 40-37 now as Stroud will come out. Holzbog back in, a 5'5 junior. Orleans plays with Blanton, Saliba, Powell, Pridemore, and Robbins. As Blanton gets around Shiger, stops between the circles, slides off the Pridemore screen. A lot of contact. Here's a lob in low, knocked away, and it is off of Haley Powell. Yep. Double deflected that time as, again, Crawford's defense has been just good enough.
Well, we're not making enough bounce passes. We're trying to throw these air passes. Crawford's length is getting to them and turning us over.
All right. Here is her ball. Gets it off now to Stutzman. Walks it into the front court. Haley Powell needs to be really careful. She's got 4 fouls. Here is Kearse on the high post. Turns down to the corner now to Stroud. Stroud dribbles underneath the basket, comes out to the baseline to Stutzman, in low to Kearse. Ball knocked away. Stutzman picks it up, knocked away again, in low to her ball, scoops it up, missed the shot. Ball tipped around, and it's run down by Shiger. Orleans just cannot limit the Lady Pack to 1 shot. There was a travel on Kearse big time. Boy, these officials have just gone to sleep here in this game.
Dogs in a man-to-man. They've gotten out of the 1-3-1 trap.
2:12 to go here, starting to hit crunch time. Kearse has it on the left wing, clears it away now to Shiger, who dribbles it out front now as we hit the 2-minute mark. Orleans down by 3. Here's Shiger. Got to be a 5-second count here, folks. And there's a ball knocked away by Sheridan Robbins.
It was pretty close. Mark Baz was starting to quicken his count. Sheridan came up and double-teamed the basketball and tipped it out of bounds.
Both teams at 16 fouls, so it would be a bonus if Orleans would have to foul.
We're kind of caught in between. We've got Pridemore in the game guarding one of their smaller players, and it's going to be tough for her to come out on the floor and pressure.
Here is Stroud as Pridemore comes out to defend. Tried to use the sideline. That's an extra defender, and they'll call Lily for the foul. Her first, but that is the 7th team foul.
So it comes to this. It's free throw time. As Crawford now in the penalty, we need a miss, and we need to secure the defensive rebound.
That is one thing Orleans has not done very well, especially here in the second half.
Yeah, 7 offensive rebounds for Crawford just in the 4th quarter, Mike.
Stroud fires up the free one, good. Natalie Stroud off the bench has 4. So after Orleans tied it, Crawford has scored the last 4, and this could become a 5-point game with 1:46 to go, and a real sense of urgency needs to hit these Lady Bulldogs. Second one no good. Another rebound for Haley Powell. So Orleans down 4, 1:40 to go. Almost a must-score situation here. Saliba has it along the perimeter. Trying to go to Sheridan Robbins. There goes Lily. Down to the corner to Blanton. Peyton back out of the wing now to Sheridan.
Lost her dribble.
Can't get the shot off. Cross-courts it now to Saliba. Lily goes back over to Sheridan now. Sheridan looking with 1:20 to go. Dribbles it out front. Maintains the dribble here.
Taking a lot of time here.
Yep. Here's Blanton now inside the center jump circle. Drives it left. A lot of contact again. No call. Here's Powell.
Got Sheridan.
Jumps it off now to Sheridan. Here comes the three. It looks long. It is long. Rebound grabbed by Haley Powell. Lost the handle. And Crawford comes out of there with it with under a minute to go. And now Orleans in big trouble right now.
Got to do the foul game here.
Jared Gilbert saying go out and foul here. Here's Shiger to the left side. Ball knocked away and almost a save by Lily Saliba. Good hustle there as she almost got the theft, but now with 43 seconds left, Jared Gilbert screaming for his team to foul here, and now Jared will take a timeout. Orleans in some trouble. They've had to play catch-up the entire game. They're down 4 with 43 seconds left on the Busick Insurance scoreboard. We'll continue with more Lady Bulldog basketball after this timeout.
Are you on our VIP list? If you're not, you should be. Hi, I'm JC Watson with Super Clean Car Wash. By texting the word Super Clean to 31996, you can join our list to receive exclusive text offers for our car wash. Every so often, we will text you an offer code that can be used at any of our 4 convenient locations. Visit us today in Orleans, Bedford, Jasper, and Salem. Super Clean Car Wash. It's not clean till it's super clean.
This is Orleans senior guard Shelby Whitaker. Now back to more Lady Bulldog basketball with Maya Hamilton on Q100.
Orleans trailing by 4 with just 43 seconds left. Lady Bulldogs got a tie a few moments ago at 37, but a basket by Sarah Stutzman and 2 free throws put them up by 4. Orleans, they can't get the steal. They need to foul as the ball comes into her ball. Back to Stutzman. Ooh, dangerous pass, but it stays with Crawford. Here is Stroud being guarded by Jenna Hall, who's in there, and Jenna reaches in and commits the foul. That's the 18th foul, so another 1-and-1 here with 34 seconds left.
Well, it comes to this. We need some misses, need some help from the Wolfpack. Then we're going to go in transition and try to get the first available good shot and continue to stretch the game out.
So let's see if Crawford can hit their free throws. They do not. Rebound to Haley Powell. She is fouled. Again, they refuse to call a foul. It'll be Orleans basketball on the alternating possession, but again, Crawford staying back and harassing the Orleans rebounders here, obviously committing fouls, and they just refuse to call it. Fortunately, the arrow pointing Orleans' way. Here we go. Here's Powell into the front court, off now to Sheridan. Sheridan drives it into the lane, scoops it up, got it. And a quick timeout called here by Jared Gilbert. I think this will be his final timeout. So just the 9th point of the game for Sheridan. It brings the Lady Bulldogs back to within 2 at 41-39 with still 23 and 4/10 seconds remaining here on the Busick Insurance scoreboard.
All right, so you can go with your quick lineup. You can get Jenna in the game and try to have as much speed out there as possible. I think what you want to do is face guard as much as you can. Maybe don't guard the inbounder, leave a center fielder so they can't throw one long. And if they're able to get a pass going forward on the run, try to sneak it from behind them, get that back tip. If they get the ball to half court, go ahead and give the foul.
All right. Blanton, Saliba, Hall, Robbins, Powell out on the floor. Shiger, Herball, Curse.
And it is what they're doing. They got Powell playing center field. Everybody else will face guard, try to force a high, long pass and see if Powell can run it down.
All right, here we go. Stutzman looking to get it in. Does now to Shiger in the back court. Turns, feeds it off now to Stutzman. Stutzman throws it ahead now to Curse, and there's the foul on Jenna Hall.
That's a good job by Crawford County. They spaced the floor well, took care of it. And Orleans gambled for a minute, tried to get the steal, didn't work out, and now it comes down to foul shots for the Wolfpack.
Emily Curse, only 2 points in the game, has not been to the foul line. This will be the last 1-and-1. So if she misses the first one, and Orleans can get the rebound, they can tie or win the game.
Jill Salmon in the game.
And the free throw good by Curse.
We know what she's there for. She's a dead red set shooter from 3. She hasn't played the entire day, but we know what she's in there to do, hit a trailing 3 for us.
This could make it a 2-possession game here as Kurt fires it up. Missed it. Rebound grabbed by Haley Powell. Gets it off now to Sheridan Robbins. And Jared Gilbert will take
the emergency 911 timeout. I think I might have played that.
Boy, it seems like he's called a lot of timeouts in the game
I might
today.
have played that one out. We had transition going, I don't know, but Coach Gilbert takes the timeout, and we'll see what Crawford does. They'll have a chance to set their defense and perhaps foul us if they so choose.
So, 11.7 seconds remaining in regulation. Crawford County 42, Orleans 39. The Lady Bulldogs will have it at 3/4 court across the way.
Another reason not to call timeout there, goes a tough place to inbound the ball from. The first thing you have to do is on an inbound. The second thing you have to do is try to get a shot in transition against a team in Crawford who I think, when the ball gets across half court, will commit the foul. We'll see.
Sheridan Robbins, a 38% three-point shooter. Peyton Blanton, a 37% shooter. Jill Selman has hit 6 out of 25 this year, 24%.
But we know at the JV level, she's been really good, and she's been better than that lately.
Right.
And I wouldn't be surprised if they double off of Jill, if we don't rotate the ball to her and let her, we'll live and die with her from a set shot, if indeed that happens.
Right. Orleans is a team 31% from long range.
I don't think the option of going for the 2 in the foul game is this, because I don't think Coach Gilbert has any more timeouts. The clock could run out.
Would Crawford want a foul here?
Yeah, I think they will. The ball gets across half court, but you never know what the coach's philosophy is going to be on that one.
Right. All right, here we go. Saliba gets it in now to Blanton. Peyton into the front court with 8, with 7. They're going to try to free up Sheridan. They go off to her. Sheridan with 4.
Going to have to rise
Sheridan
up.
with 3.
Got to go.
Here we go for the win. Oh, for the tie. She does it. Sheridan Robbins sends this game into overtime.
How about
with
that?
a 35-footer. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable shot as Sheridan from the volleyball spiking line rises up and calmly sinks the three-pointer. We are going to overtime here at the Doghouse. The student section across the way absolutely going wild.
How about Sheridan rising up, hitting it right in her eye, and knocking it in. Sheridan with a big-time 3. We didn't have much going there. It was pretty clearly going for the three-point shot all along. Crawford County opted not to foul. Surprised me a little bit that they didn't choose to do that, because they clearly could have, and they paid the price for that decision as Sheridan knocks one in.
But why not?
Just outside of Mitchell.
She is your all-time leading scorer in girls history, so why not go to your money person? And did she ever deliver? So we will, for the second straight game, we went double overtime with the Valley Boys last night, so why not have some more bonus basketball here today?
That was just really funny. That was such a good shot that even the officials were laughing when they went over there to talk about it. That was just an amazing performance, an amazing shot by Sheridan, who struggled this entire night, and somehow she finds the fortitude to knock that in, and the comeback is at least partially complete as we've tied it and sent it into OT. We outscored them 13-7 in that quarter. Miraculous comeback, and a little bit fortunate that Crawford missed quite a few free throws there down the stretch.
Right. So Sheridan with her 12th point of the ball game sends this to overtime, tied now at 42. And you can't fault Crawford's defense. They were shadowing Sheridan all the way.
Yeah, I think you can fault the decision not to foul maybe, but when it came right down to it, she still had to hit an improbable shot. But that's what big-time players do. They make things happen. They make the impossible a reality.
Here we go. Haley Powell will jump it with Sarah Stutzman. Orleans still going right to left here in the second half, and the tap is knocked away. Stolen by Saliba. She'll take it in and score.
Lily coming up big as well. The smallest player on the floor making one of the biggest plays. Orleans takes the lead, and all the momentum now with the Dogs.
For the first time today, the Lady Bulldogs have the advantage. Here is her ball. Throws it over now to Mock on the corner, being hawked by Salmon.
Don't foul her now.
Up top now to Curse. Bounces away to Shiger. Over to Stutzman on the right wing. Guarded by Powell. Haley's got 4. In low to Shiger. Back to Stutzman. Launches a 3. It is on the rim and off. Rebound grabbed inside. Blocked away. Peyton Blanton comes out of there with it. They've got Sheridan ahead of the pack. She lays it up and good. Sheridan Robbins with the outlet from Peyton Blanton. Scores, and suddenly it's a 4-point Orleans lead. 1 minute into overtime. What an improbable comeback. Lady Dogs down by as many as 15.
Could have been a travel out front. They didn't call it.
Here's Stutzman. Turns on Powell. Jumps it off to Shiger. On the wing. Throws it back out now to Herball. Turns. Boy, you talk about letting the air out of your tires. This Crawford County team has to be deflated right now. They thought they had this one won. Here is Stutzman on the right wing. They may still win it. But right now, Orleans in the driver's seat.
Don't foul, Haley. Don't foul.
Turns. Got a piece of it. Good job by Haley Powell to get a piece of that on the block without fouling. And now with 2:25 to go in overtime, Orleans with a 4-point lead and the basketball.
One more basket could really put Crawford County in deep trouble.
Bill Selman won't take the 3. You don't need it right here with a 4-point lead.
Orleans in the spread. Crawford trying to play man-to-man, but there's confusion there. They've been in the zone. Now they're trying to switch in the midstream here.
Here's Saliba dribbling out along the perimeter. Ball trying to reach in. Bounces away now to Peyton Blanton. Peyton being hawked by Shiger near midcourt. Dribbles on the perimeter.
They got the count on. Got the count on.
And jumps it off now to Saliba. Lily could have had a path to the basket. And now what do we have here? A
official timeout. We've got a injury for Orleans right in front of the bench. Is that Jenna?
No, it's Lily. Saliba, yeah.
She was having a tough time breathing. Officials stopped the game to check on her health, and Orleans will have it on the side.
Minute 40 to go. 46-42 Orleans. They've scored both baskets in the overtime to take the lead. Here's Sheridan out along the perimeter. They look to double team. She looks to get rid of it and threw it away.
Just lost her balance. Got to be stronger with the ball.
Yep. Here's Shiger into the front court. Curse will launch a 3. No good. Rebound to Haley Powell. This time she blocked out Stutzman. And here comes Haley. She'll bring it into the front court, being harassed by Curse, and they'll call the foul here on Emily Curse. That's the 17th foul on
I'm going to tell you, something was going to happen there with Haley with the ball. She was going to go put her chin on the rim the best she could, or turn it over, or commit a foul or something, because she was not going to give that ball up. Crawford finally got called for riding her all the way down the sideline. Sends Powell to the line, and I'm pretty comfortable with that. It is a 1-1.
Well, you're right, Kevin.
No.
Missed it. But the rebound run down by Sheridan Robbins, and she's called for a travel. I think she did. She had to hold up there because she was getting near the corner there to keep from going out of bounds. Took that extra step. But, boy, one thing I just figured out, you mentioned it earlier, Kevin. Crawford was just 3 of 9 from the line there in that fourth quarter. All right. Lady Pack need a basket here. 1 minute to go in overtime. Here's a pull-up jumper by Shiger. No good. Rebound grabbed by Peyton Blanton. Peyton gets it off now to Powell. Haley into the front court. Gives it off now to Lily Saliba. And Lily now is fouled.
Well, somewhere I can hear my dad. And he's listening to this game in his car at the house, and he's yelling, free throws! You got to make your free throws, Lady Dogs. And we'll see if Lily can do what Haley could not a few seconds ago, knock down the front end of a 1-on-1.
Orleans 8 of 13 as a team at the line. As Lily fires the free one, no good. And the rebound battle for it. Her ball comes out of there with it. So Crawford stays alive with 40 seconds to go. Her ball off now to Shiger. Won't take the 3. They'll go into Kirsch in the lane. Picks it off now to Stroud. Fakes the 3. Steps back. Her shot is blocked. Rebound by Haley Powell. Ball knocked away. She tried to pass. Picked up by Saliba. And Lily is fouled 83 feet from the basket here.
Yet another rebound for Powell. That time off the shot block. Haley's got 18 of them unofficially.
And to go along with 17 points. So it's been a big day here for Haley.
That's a pretty good way to end your home career.
Right. I was going to say, this is their final home game.
Hey, let's make a free throw, kids, and lower the blood pressure of the announcing crew and the coaching staff and all the parents in the crowd.
Still a two-possession game with 26 seconds left here in overtime, and the free throw by Lily is good. Boy, she has had a big day as well, Kevin. That's her 10th point of the contest, plus a great overall floor game.
Just made big plays. And that's how you win. Your veteran guards making big plays.
47-42 now. Lily fires up number 2. Around, wouldn't go, and Crawford lost it out of bounds. They sure did, yep. Stutzman and Scheiger battling for the rebound, and neither one could come up with it.
That could have been an over-the-back on foul. We were fortunate.
Also a good job by Haley Powell. She has played since the middle of the third quarter with 4 fouls to keep from fouling out.
Could have had 5 right there, but we got the benefit. Now Sheridan's got it. They're going to have to foul her. She'll keep it, I would imagine.
I would think so. 20 seconds left, and there is the foul near midcourt.
All right, now Crawford on the serious morphine drip, one of the best free throw shooters in the state, going to the line, a chance to put this game away if she can knock home 2.
It's also the double bonus, as that's the 10th foul. Sheridan has 14 in the game and is 5 of 6 from the line so far here this morning, and perfect with the first one.
String music. Boy, that three-pointer she hit a few minutes ago to tie this, baby, has ignited us. And we're 19 seconds away from one of the bigger wins in school history.
Got it as well. 16 now for Sheridan Robbins. All 7 points in the overtime to the Lady Bulldogs. 15 seconds left. Stutzman will launch a 3. It is short. Rebound tipped around. Jenna Hall's got it. She is fouled, and that should be the final nail in the coffin for the Lady Wolfpack. They could not keep a 15-point lead at the start of the third quarter. Orleans just kept slowly chipping away. A heroic shot by Sheridan Robbins at the end of regulation, heaving up a 32-footer to send it into overtime. And now Lady Bulldogs can just about wrap things up as Jenna Hall gets her first point, as it's 8-0 here in the overtime. And Christopher Broughton over there at the end of the Crawford bench, hands on his hips, wondering what if. And the second free throw is around. It is good. Jenna's got her first 2 points. 51-42 Orleans. 9 seconds left here in overtime. And the celebration will begin in just a few minutes. Her ball misses a 3. Rebound to Haley Powell. 4 seconds left. She'll dribble out the remaining time. And for the Orleans Lady Bulldogs, 20-21 outright Patoka Lake Athletic Conference Girls Basketball Champions. It took an effort here this morning, but what a game for this Orleans team. Left for dead at the end of regulation until their hero Sheridan Robbins answered a prayer, hitting a long three-pointer to send it into overtime. And then the Lady Bulldogs score all 9 points tallied in the extra session to win this one going away. And the Lady Bulldog squad members realizing it now, they are huddled in front of their bench around head coach Jared Gilbert. And for the first time ever, Orleans will not have to worry even about sharing the Patoka Lake Athletic Conference crown. They are outright champions. They run the table at 6-0 in league competition. The only casualty, perhaps, Shelby Whitaker. We hope she'll be all right, but the Lady Bulldogs will have 6 days before they're back in action. That will be on Friday night at the Lagodi Sectional. They will take on the Bar Reeve and Washington Catholic winner. Well, from the varsity all the way down to the elementary grades, your friends at Sky Doherty Trucking are proud to salute each student-athlete for their hard work and dedication in continuing the legacy of excellence that is Lady Bulldogs basketball. Good luck all season long from everyone at Sky Doherty Trucking in Orleans, keeping America's economy on the move. Well, when this game resumed, Orleans was down 8. They would eventually trail by as many as 15 in the contest, chipped away, and finally tied it on a buzzer beater at the end of regulation on a bomb by Sheridan Robbins. And then they take over in the overtime, outscoring Crawford 9-0 in the extra session. to win this one going away. We'll be back to recap all of this morning's action in a moment. Once again, the final score here on the Busick Insurance scoreboard. In overtime, the Orleans Lady Bulldogs 51, the Crawford County Lady Wolfpack 42. You're listening to Orleans Girls Basketball.
When it comes to buying insurance, you want a company that will take the guesswork out of finding the proper coverage at premiums that are affordable. At the Busick Insurance Agency in Orleans, they'll work with you to determine the right amount of coverage. To get the best protection for home, health, auto, life, and business, call Brett or Will Busick, Neil Blanton, Nicole Porter, Josh Crocker, or Richard Grace at the Busick Insurance Agency, your auto owner's agent on East Jefferson Street in Orleans. Call 865-2626. Busick Insurance, a proud supporter of Orleans Bulldog Sports.
Orange County REMC is now offering you affordable protection for your home. Home security systems are available for members and non-members and will provide protection from fire, carbon monoxide, and theft. These systems are continuously monitored, so you'll have a peace of mind whether you're at home, work, or on vacation. You might even qualify for a discount on your homeowner's premium. Packages starting at $199 with monitoring starting at $24.95. For more information on these home services, call Orange County REMC at 812-865-2229.
When it comes to your car's maintenance, you have a lot of options. Sometimes so many options it makes it hard to find an honest, reliable auto shop. That's where Hall Brothers Service Center comes in. They have a commitment to providing their customers with honest quality service at reasonable rates. Hall Brothers Service Center has one of the most modern state-of-the-art repair facilities in the area. Their technology, education, and expertise provide you with the best car care imaginable. For repair of everything from big rigs to the smallest sedans, including imports, give Hall Brothers Service Center in Orleans a call at 653-2998.
Don't think your old furnace can take another winter? Pipe Dreams Incorporated in Orleans to the rescue. Owner Nick Blanton and his staff at Pipe Dreams are ready to install for you a new energy-efficient rood furnace. They'll come out and give you a free estimate to determine what unit will work best and then help you choose the right plan, including financing options. Make your home a comfortable place to live again with a new furnace from Pipe Dreams Incorporated, your rood heating and cooling dealer in Orleans. Call 279-9594. Pipe Dreams Incorporated, a proud supporter of girls sports in Orleans and the surrounding areas.
Are you on our VIP list? If you're not, you should be. Hi, I'm JC Watson with Super Clean Car Wash. By texting the word Super Clean to 31996, you can join our list to receive exclusive text offers for our car wash. Every so often, we will text you an offer code that can be used at any of our 4 convenient locations. Visit us today in Orleans, Bedford, Jasper, and Salem. Super Clean Car Wash. It's not clean till it's super clean.
This is Orleans senior guard Sheridan Robbins. Thanks for listening to Lady Bulldogs basketball right here on Q100.
And before we start our post-game activities from the Doghouse in Orleans, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Orleans girls basketball.
Your home of IU and high school sports in the Valley. WFLQ, French Lick, Indiana.
Mike Hamilton along with Kevin Terrell here at Orleans High School where the Lady Bulldogs on their home floor celebrating an outright Patoka Lake Athletic Conference crown. They're coming out to have a team picture taken here.
I think all of them but one forgot to put their shoes back on, or a couple, I guess.
I guess so.
Might be one of the weirder team pictures you ever see.
Probably so.
25 years from now, they can tell their kids, man, we were so good we played without shoes.
Well, what an effort today, Kevin. Obviously a tough situation. You start the game down 8. Crawford came out on fire, hit a bunch of threes there, especially in that second quarter. They led by 12 at halftime, did the Pack, and then jumped out. They actually led by as many as 15. That was at 29-14. A big three-point basket, though, in that third quarter by, I thought, there were a lot of heroes in the game for Orleans, but I thought Lily Saliba, that three started a little trend there in which Orleans would go on a 13-1 run and got it to within 3. They would finally tie it up at 37, go down 41-37, and again at 42-39 with 11 seconds. Orleans had one last crack. despite great defense by Crawford. Sheridan Robbins near the volleyball spiking line, so a good 7 or 8 feet behind the arc, was able to fire up a three-pointer and got it to go to send it into overtime. And then it almost seemed like the overtime was a foregone conclusion as Orleans scored the first 2 baskets and then with free throws salted this one away.
Yeah, Lenny made a great play on the overtime tip, and that just continued the momentum, and you could see Crawford really had their heads down at that point. Coach Broughton will never forget that game because he'll always wonder, should I have fouled? And the answer is yes, you should have, because of the way it worked out. Now, if Sheridan misses it, then you made a great decision not fouling. But
right.
When Sheridan knocked in a 35-footer from just above the volleyball line, that extended this game and ends up being an historic shot because it leads to the first ever undefeated PLA season in Orleans girls history.
Let's take a look at the scoring of the game for Crawford. They will finish the regular season at 7-15. 2-4 in the conference, 4-9 away from home. By the way, they will be back in action on Tuesday. They're in sectional 46 over at Easton and Pekin, and they will take on the Austin Lady Eagles in their first encounter in tournament play there. Sarah Stutzman, just a junior, leading the way. Big day for her. She had 19 points, although Kevin Orleans was able to hold her. She had 14 at halftime. So she was just held to 5 points there in that second half.
You know, the key to the game, I think, when we were really down and struggling, we were trying to press them. It wasn't having much effect. They were beating us in transition. She was hitting those above the break threes. When Coach Gilbert went to the 1-3-1, which we haven't shown much all year long, that put defense where Crawford County was taking their shots from. It wasn't like it was the greatest zone trap of all time, but it really flustered the Wolfpack. We got a couple of runouts out of that, created some miss, changed the mojo, if you will, of the game, and got the Dogs back in. I thought that was the key coaching move of the night.
8 points off the bench from Taylor Herval. Taylor did not play, or was not available, I guess you could say, in that earlier meeting back on January the 21st, but she scored 8. They got 5 points from Autumn Shiger, 4 more from Natalie Stroud off the bench, 3 from Jordan Mock, who also came off the bench, and 3 for Emily Kurse. Hannah Ashley started, as did Tasha Weisman. They did not score, nor did Michaela Shekels and Gloria Dennis, who played off the bench for Crawford County.
All right.
So again, 19 out of Sarah Stutzman leading the way. And let's bring in head coach Jared Gilbert now. And Coach, first of all, congratulations. Obviously a great win here today, but had to be your star performer that really bailed you out there at the end. But again, it was still a great team effort all the way around.
Oh, man. We had so many different players step up and make plays once again. I just, I told them, I said, I didn't think I could be any prouder of you than the other night at Mitchell and the way that we played and did the things that we had to do to win that game. But after we dug ourselves the hole today and just the whole situation in itself, and then coming out not real great, kind of left off where we started there, and then to dig ourselves out of it just says a lot about our kids. And once again, I feel like a broken record, but I just feel like our kids won't be denied, and they're going to find a way no matter what it takes. And it's not always what we, the way we would draw it up, but they refuse to lose and find a way, and that's a credit to their character and just their will to win. And it couldn't happen to a better group of seniors, and really all the team. All the girls are wonderful and have worked hard for this.
We talked before the game what Crawford County team would show up. Would they just come over and kind of phone it in, or would they come out and play? And boy, we got the answer right out of the gate there with some, they hit some big baskets there in that second quarter.
They sure did, and Crawford's a team that's really, battled a lot of teams close. They beat some teams. They've been playing well of late. And obviously losing the Nicholas girls, a heck of a player early in the year that, it took them a while to get going, but they just play that kind of unorthodox style that's hard for you to really run a lot against. You just got to have players go make plays, and I felt like there finally we started attacking it. I thought our defense we turned them over and led to some easy buckets. That kind of got us going, and then finally, we were able to to tie it up there once, and then later, obviously, the big shot by Sheridan to put it in overtime. And once we got there, I felt like we weren't going to be denied. We were going to find a way no matter what it took. And, right out of the tip, it was a big bucket to kind of relieve a little bit of that pressure, and I think we relaxed and played like we did.
Again, so many kids made contributions today, but I want to point out a couple. First of all, Lily Saliba, maybe one of the best games of her career, and I thought her three there, you were down at one point 29-14. Her three didn't seem that big at the moment, but that kind of started a trend where I think you went on something like a 13-1 run at that point, and that got you back in it because you were down by, like I said, 15 at that point, and just her energy out on the floor really paid off, I thought, for you.
She, that's one thing about it. She never is lacking energy, and she's going to give it everything she has, and she's hard on herself, and she wants to be perfect. But, man, you can't ask for a better motor of just someone that's going to get things done by just effort. And she shows that, no matter what, she's going to make things happen just because she's going to play hard. And it shows the other people that what that can do. And she's, playing really well right now. She's really what makes us go. It's her energy feeds off, the other team, our team, and really gets the other players going. And she was great tonight, and she made some big plays. Hit a big free throw there. I couldn't ask for more, and I couldn't be happier for someone that worked so hard that got a lot done today and really helped lead us to victory.
And, of course, we got to bring up Haley Powell. And I think third quarter there, she became Orleans girls' all-time leading rebounder. But, again, I thought she played smart. Again, in some foul trouble, but made sure she didn't get that fifth. And also, she had kind of the primary responsibility on the Stutzman girl, and you held her to just 5 points there after she scored. She'd actually outscored you guys at halftime with 14, and you held the Stutzman girl to 5. So she had a great all-around game also.
Oh, unbelievable. She has been just an animal on the boards here in the last 4 games, and it's a big reason why that we've won 4 in a row is Haley Powell and just domination on the boards, and how she's just, again, kind of having that attitude that she's going to get every rebound. She's definitely, the fact that she missed a couple games due to the quarantine and all that, I was happy for her to get that. She would have definitely had it earlier than this if not for the missing a couple games, and plus as a team we missed a couple games, and so she would have definitely had it, and so I was glad to see that she gets it here before sectional. She's very deserving. I can't imagine a better rebounder. When she's focused on getting everything, she's as good as there is around, and she was a big reason why that we were able to win today. So I thought she played extremely smart. She played extremely hard, and she definitely can be one of the best defenders when she wants to be, and she was today for sure.
Coach, take us through that final play of regulation. What you had to be designed to try to get Sheridan an open three since you needed that to tie, but how did all that work out?
Well, we knew they were probably not going to let Sheridan shoot it, but the play was first. Okay, we're going to try to get a double screen there for Sheridan to come around. We thought early in the game we ran that same play. They didn't come out, and we felt like she had a look. But she didn't take it, and so our game plan was, all right, they're probably not going to let her, but we're going to try that, and if not, then we're going to penetrate in. We got Jill coming out on the other side, who we feel like is a very good three-point shooter as well, and then we were going to try to hit her. Well, when we hit Sheridan, at that point, she was just going to have to make a play. We didn't have any timeouts left. It was just all right, you got to shoot it and give us at least a prayer, and it looked good from the moment and left her hands, and I'll tell you, it couldn't have worked out any better than the way it all turned out and winning the game the way that we did. But it's definitely not how we wanted it coming in. We wanted to try to make it a little easier than that. But man, I tell you, it was for a heck of a win, exciting win. It was a great crowd. Our boys over there cheering in the cheer section was great to have, and I'm just happy for everybody, our girls, but also our fans and everybody that supports us. So we're extremely grateful for the support that we have here in Orleans, and I know our girls appreciate everything.
Unfortunately, not everything totally good. Give us an update on the injury to Shelby.
Well, we're hoping it's just a bruise. We'll know more, later on. She hit that tailbone pretty hard, so we're hoping it's just maybe a pretty bad bruise and get some ice on it and rest a couple days, and she'll be back and okay. Again, the good thing is we got a week before we play again, basically, so we're hoping she can heal up. Obviously, she came in and played some big minutes there, and it was a big loss, and we had to have some players step in there, kind of went offense and defense with Jenna and Jill there, and I thought both of them did well. They came in a tough situation, hadn't played any, and but they didn't miss a beat, so they were big, and obviously Lily Pridemore played big there for us too. So we definitely had some key contributors, and everybody just did their part to make this a special day for us, special win for us.
I also thought one other key was right there at the start of overtime. It looked like Crawford was going to control the tap, and Lily snuck in there, grabbed the ball, and took it down for a wide-open layup, got a defensive stop, another basket, and then things were kind of in your control from there.
Yeah, once we did that first possession, it was kind of like, oh, we can breathe. We finally got the lead. We hadn't been there yet, and once we did that, I felt like everybody just did a big exhale, like, oh, okay, Now we finally got the lead. Now we're gonna take care of the rest. And then it came back and got the 4-point lead. And once we got to that point, it was just a matter of us hitting free throws and controlling the clock and handling the ball. And I thought we did an excellent job at that once again.
All right. Well, congratulations again, Coach. I know the kids are happy, but they're not satisfied. There's still a lot of season left. We're hoping it'll start, of course, on Friday night as you await the winner between Bar Reeve and Washington Catholic. And you've got to go in with that attitude that, Lagode's probably going to be the overwhelming favorite. But, hey, you'd like another crack at them, assuming that, everything works out the way, it probably will go.
I hope. We're definitely be 100% focused on the Bar Reeve Washington Catholic winner. We lost a tough one to them earlier in the year, and we feel like it's a team that we'll have to play well to beat, and hopefully we get another chance at whoever comes out of the other side, whether it's Lagode or whoever. It's going to be a tough 2 games, and we feel like though we're playing as well as we have all year. We've talked since the beginning of the year about let's be playing our best basketball at the end of the year, and 100% agree. That we are 100% think that we are doing that at the right time. We won 4 in a row. Our girls are playing confident, excited about it, and nothing more that we would like to do than go over there and win a second championship. This was one of our goals, but you're right, it's not the ultimate goal. We still got some work to do, and we'll prepare this week and go over there and give it our best shot.
All righty. Well, at least the kids know they're never out of it. Down by 15 second half and found a way to win today, and hopefully kids will continue to believe.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, that has to give them a lot of confidence. It's the second weekend in a row. We did the same thing down 12 to Austin last week in the fourth quarter and came back and won that one. Second Saturday in a row. It's been pretty exciting, and luckily there's a few more fans here to see it today, which even I think helped our girls even more. So, I mean, they're confident right now. We feel really good about going into this sectional, and we'll go over there and hopefully play well, and you never know what'll happen.
Coach, thanks for the visit. Best of luck in the sectional. We'll see whether or not we're able to cover you or not. Obviously, want Valley to go as far as they can, but we certainly want the Lady Bulldogs to perform well. So certainly the best to both teams.
Well, we appreciate it. I was although it wasn't senior night, shout out to our seniors there. They won their last game on their home floor, which was big, and we got everybody in there, and so they were excited about that too. It was they've meant a lot to this program, and something that they're going to remember forever, being the first team in the history to win the PLAC conference, and to do it outright was even more special. So we're excited for them and everyone, but I just wanted to mention them and how proud we are of them and winning their last home game here at the Doghouse.
Absolutely. Great legacy, historic season, and hopefully some more history to set in the next week or so.
I agree. We appreciate all the coverage, and hope to see you possibly on Saturday night.
Okay. That is Jared Gilbert, the head coach of the Orleans Lady Bulldogs, joining us here after the contest this morning as Orleans come from behind victory here in overtime, knocking off Crawford County. We ran through the Lady Wolfpack scoring. Let's go for Orleans now. as they improved to 12-8 on the year. As we said, 6-0 in the conference, so they win the PLAC outright here in 2021. They finished 7-3 at home, so a good home record. They also broke some spells here as well, as they end a 7-game losing skid to Crawford. Crawford had also won the last 3 on this floor, so that comes to a halt. By the way, Crawford now has lost 3 in a row heading into their tournament game. Orleans has now won 4 straight, and still only the 3rd win in the last 21 meetings for the Lady Bulldogs. So that shows you how much Crawford County has dominated the series. But not tonight. 3 double-figure scores. Haley Powell leading the way with 17 points. How many rebounds did you have her for, Kevin?
I had her for 19, Mike.
Wow. So 17 points, 19 rebounds. She easily shatters the rebounding mark. She now is the #1 all-time leading rebounder in Orleans girls history. Right behind Haley was Sheridan Robbins with 16, and she had 4 baskets. Of course, the one big one, the three-pointer that sent the game into overtime. She was 7 of 8 at the free throw line. And then Lily Saliba with 10 points in the game today. She had a big 3 among her 4 field goals, 1 out of 3 at the free throw line. 4 points today from Peyton Blanton on a couple of baskets. Lily Pridemore had a second-quarter field goal for 2, and Jenna Hall hit 2 free throws late in the extra session to help seal the victory. Only Shelby Whitaker, Emily DeWitt, and Jill Salmon, who played in the game, did not score. As we mentioned, Shelby injuring her tailbone. Hopefully a couple of days rest will have her back on her feet and ready to go come Friday when Orleans heads over to Lagodi for their sectional play. Again, this game resumed at the 4:39 mark of the second quarter. It was 6-4, Crawford after 1. But Crawford outscores Orleans 19-9 in the second quarter. They led 25-13 at halftime, would lead by as many as 15. That was at 29-14 before Orleans used a 10-0 run through the middle stages of the third quarter. They got to within 6 going into the fourth quarter, still trailed by 3 in the final seconds of regulation before Sheridan stepped up and bombed in that 35-foot three-pointer to send it into overtime. Lily Saliba got the first basket of the extra session. Sheridan Robbins added a basket, and then Orleans hit 5 out of 8 at the free throw line for the remainder of the overtime to come away with the 9-point victory here this morning. Kevin, the final numbers didn't look good for a while there. They improved, but still looks like Orleans survived despite not shooting particularly well.
Well, it's one of those games I've said many times. It's not a Picasso, not a Rembrandt, but you'll be proud enough to hang that picture on your refrigerator door and be proud of it every time you walk by because the end result was so satisfying. But neither team played particularly well. A lot of turnovers, a lot of missed shots. For Crawford, 8 for 23 from two-point range, 34%, 5 out of 19 from beyond the arc for 26%. Overall, they shoot 13 for 42 for 30% shooting. They missed some free throws late. That really helped us. They missed 8 in the game, 6, though, in the fourth quarter when they were trying to salt the game away. 11 for 19 for 58%, and they turned it over 24 times, did Crawford. For Orleans, similar numbers, 16 for 41 from two-point range. That's right around 34%, 2 out of 10 from beyond the arc. But we made the one that really mattered, you might say, but 20% shooting overall from downtown. Overall, we shoot 18 for 51 for 35%, 13 for 20 from the charity stripe, 65%. And we turned it over a lot, too, 26 turnovers on the Bulldogs. Many of those came before this game had started. We had, I think, around 11 turnovers in the previous edition of this game, and we had just a few more than that throughout the rest of it. So you put it all together, get a 51-42 win. Big part of the game that we need to mention, though, the rebounding. 43 rebounds for Orleans. They're plus 14 on the backboard to this Crawford County's 29. 14 of those 43 were on the offensive end. Crawford had 10 offensive rebounds of their own. But as you mentioned, Haley Powell, 19 of those 43 rebounds all by herself, sets the school record for that particular stat.
Maybe in one game.
Yeah, it seemed like it. And of course, now some of those, she got her own misses back, but she was active. She was athletic, and her ability to play with foul trouble today really, really was the factor in the game that let us come back. So, big win, no question about it. A lot of emotion in the gymnasium. We got kids hanging with their families. Nobody wants to really leave the gym. And now we move on to a big-time sectional with a lot of premier teams in it, tradition-rich programs, no question, and Orleans will be right in the mix for it.
It'll be a lot of fun. We'll see whether or not we're able to carry it. It depends on how Valley does in their sectional down at Tecumseh. And speaking of Springs Valley, we are going to be headed there next here in roughly a little less than 2 hours. Springs Valley closing out their home and regular season with Borden.
Yeah, a triple edition of broadcast basketball today, a double edition of the Kevin and Mike show, as I'm not going to be making the night trip tonight. But you and I are doing 3 games in the span of about 12 hours or so,
right,
from last night, this morning, and now this afternoon. So the listeners getting a lot of time with us on the air. And it should be a good one as Valley finishes their home part of their season.
From the varsity all the way down to the elementary grades, your friends at Sky Doherty Trucking are proud to salute each student-athlete for their hard work and dedication and continuing the legacy of excellence that is Lady Bulldogs basketball. Good luck all season long from everyone at Sky Doherty Trucking in Orleans, keeping America's economy on the move. Well, here today in a resumption of a game that picked up from their original date of January the 21st, midway through the second quarter, Orleans would find themselves down by as many as 15, but in the end they get a desperation three-pointer by Sheridan Robbins at the end of regulation to send the game into overtime, and then the Lady Bulldogs score all 9 points in the extra session to win it over Crawford. The most important thing, claiming the outright Patoka Lake Athletic Conference title here in 2021 in girls basketball. They're now 12-8 as they head into the Lagodi sectional to await the winner between Bar Reeve and Washington Catholic. That'll be on Friday night in the first game there, starting at 6 o'clock. And again, also the final home game for 7 seniors. They'll finish at 7-3, again led by the 17 points of Haley Powell, 16 out of Sheridan Robbins, and 10 from Lily Saliba. While Crawford, hard luck losers, they drop to 7-15. They'll finish conference play at 2-4, 4-9 away from home. They will take on Austin Tuesday in the Eastern Pekin sectional. That is sectional number 46. Sarah Stutzman leading the way with 19 today for Christopher Brun's squad. Well, as always, we're grateful to our many advertisers who have allowed us to bring this game into your home car business, wherever you might be tuning in, and we're especially appreciative of the cooperation we receive from our participating schools, so we send a thank you to the administration and coaches for both Orleans and Crawford County High Schools. We hope you've enjoyed today's broadcast as much as it has been our pleasure and privilege to bring it to you, and we'll be back with Kevin and me just a couple of hours or so from now as we'll head down to French Lick. Springs Valley girls taking on Borden in their regular season and home finale. So we'll be on the air somewhere around 1:20 on that one. Got a lot of preparation to get ready for, so we'll hustle down there and get that taken care of. So for our studio engineer this morning, Catherine Willis, and for Kevin Terrell, this is Mike Hamilton bidding you a fond and pleasant farewell from the Doghouse in Orleans, where today's final score on the Busick Insurance scoreboard as Orleans claims the outright Patoka Lake Athletic Conference girls basketball title in overtime. The Orleans Lady Bulldogs 51, the Crawford County Lady Wolfpack 42. This is Orleans girls basketball.
You've been listening to coverage of Orleans Lady Bulldog basketball. Tonight's game has been brought to you by Busick Insurance in Orleans for home, farm, health, auto, life, and business. Call 865-2626. Hall Brothers Service Center in Orleans for the